Hello travelers, this is going to be your Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising video for July 2024. This will be a general reading and the messages may not resonate with everyone, so I suggest that you check back to your Moon and Rising sign video. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can now find my reading packages in the About box section of my channel. But I've just noticed that the About box section of this channel has been moved. If you're on desktop or handheld device, it's the same. Where you see my custom link at the cards, Hidden Notice Tarot. Underneath there is my name. So click the arrow to the right of my name and the About box section will appear. There I have listed the reading packages to include the number of questions, the number of minutes, the price, and the delivery method. Simply email me at this address that you see here on the screen, hiddennoticetarot@gmail.com, and say, for instance, Tara, I would like a 30-minute reading. I will promptly respond back to you with a payment link and booking instructions. If you don't see my email, check your spam folder. I usually answer within a few hours to 24 hours. If you don't see in your inbox, check your spam folder. And I will send you a payment link and booking instructions. My turnaround time is 48 to 72 hours. Once I receive back the answers to the booking instructions and the payment, receive the payment. I don't believe in making people wait. Sometimes you go to a reader and they tell you, it's going to be 2 months before they can get you. Well, sometimes you can't wait 2 months. You need answers right now. And so I'm pretty quick at my turnaround time once I receive back the information for the booking instructions. Basically, I ask you to list your full name, your date of birth, your sun sign, anybody that you want to include in the reading. So say 2 people at least besides yourself, because the cards can't handle more than 2 people. And then you list your questions and submit your payment, and then I will answer you back. Here we go. I have with me the Radiant White deck. I have with me Levita Sibila for clarification should I need. And we will wrap the reading up with the Golden Nostradamus. I gotta write something down because it's the 21st of July. That's gonna be our full moon in Sagittarius coming up in a week. I've been busy getting my house prepared and my yard prepared. We're having a tropical storm. Supposedly it's going to be between 10 and 15 inches of rain. We haven't had rain since April, so we really need it, but not that much. And we kind of flood down here in Corpus Christi. So we will see how everything goes starting late tonight and all tomorrow and into Thursday. I don't know. So I had to get everything prepared, go get gas in case my lights go out. I have a generator. I have solar panels on the top of my house. I had to figure out remember how to turn them off. So it's a lot of work. And I moved all my plants to one side of the backyard, sitting in pots so that the wind doesn't knock them over. I attach hoses to my rain barrels so I can create so they won't overflow. It's a whole lot of work. And it's just the beginning of hurricane season, so I might have to go through this again. So let me turn the camera around. I'm pretty tired. I had to mow my grass yesterday too, and I had physical therapy before I mowed my grass. So on Saturday I mowed my backyard, and yesterday I mowed my front yard and did a bit of trimming. And just so the grass doesn't get out of hand with all the rain. So we'll see. This is going to be your Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising reading for July 2024. Again, these messages are general and they may not resonate with you. I've already done some pre-meditation and shuffling on the sign and glyph of Cancer. So let me rifle the cards one last time. Cut the deck. This is going to be a 9-card spread. Let me get some incense in. On the scene. Okay. A 9-card spread. Let me cut the deck again because I don't remember if I cut it. 9 cards down. Here we go. 5 of Cups. I can't seem to get the lighting right in this room. I have beautiful natural light, but I can't seem to get it right. The 10 of Swords. The 9 of Swords. That's heavy energy. It really is. The 10 and 9 of Swords. The 9 of Wands. The Queen of Wands. And that's odd because she came out in the Gemini reading as well. I'll explain in a minute. The Ace of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Wands. Last card, Death, or number 13. What is over the entire reading? It is a World card. Now, let me explain to you the way that court cards operate, at least in my experience. Court cards can behave, your pages, knights, queens, and kings. Those are your court cards. They usually behave in 3 different ways. They can be 2 different aspects of yourself. They can represent you and another person, or they can represent a person and a situation. And in this case, I have the Queen of Wands. So, you can be a Cancer, but you may own a business, right? And owning that business, being a business owner, you are considered an entrepreneurial queen. You can delegate. You have a lot of irons in the fire. You're handling your business. That's that. So even if you are a Cancer, this can be you. So what do I have? I have 1 cup, 2 swords, 3 wands, 2 pentacles, and the Death card. Over the whole reading, I have the World card. So I just explained to you about the Queen of Wands, representing a business owner, someone who has a lot of irons in the fire, who's doing a lot, because wands represent your passion, your focus, your desire, and your determination. The swords represent thoughts, beliefs, perceptions, ideas, communication. Cups represent simply the emotional quotient, how you're feeling about the situation. And coins can represent either finances or the doing of something, the 3rd dimensional aspect. Of course, we have the major arcana, and it represents spiritual lessons. Now, we don't normally interpret death as a death, but sometimes it can be. I will tell you if that is what I feel as we go along. But death represents a transformation of a situation, the ending of one thing and transforming it to another. Cards are read past, present, future, past, present, future, interplay of the cards. And right in the center we have the Queen of Wands. Everything is going on around her. At the top I have the Five of Cups. Fives represent tense energy, ups and downs, delays, postponements, where you're just not feeling right, discordant energies. And in this case, the Five of Cups represents sadness, bitterness, sorrow, excuse me, crying over spilt milk, or crying over something in the past that you cared a lot about. If you look in the background of the Five of Cups, you see a bridge. You got to cross that bridge to get to the house, but you're standing on one side of the shore. And I call this card the Two of Cups in disguise, because as long as you are focused on the past, what you have lost, be it something very dear to you, or a person dear to you, or relationship, you still have two potential cups of happiness. So right now I feel that you feel that things have taken a turn for the worse, and that's backed up by these two swords cards. The Ten of Swords is a 10, and it is a focus on completion of events. Supposedly, after it is a 10, there is an ace. But this card is a card of overkill. It only takes one sword to kill somebody, not 10. Sometimes this card can represent the darkest before the dawn. It represents ambush situations. Somebody sprung something on you. It says that the crisis point has been reached. It can't get any worse. But it also represents the darkest before the dawn. See the light on the horizon there? And it can indicate travel by water, a long distance travel by water, over water, around water, near water. But it's followed up by the Nine of Swords. And nines are a moment of questioning yourself, of self-doubt. And this card represents nightmares, insomnia, anxieties, fear, depression. You're living inside your head. And even the swords themselves look like a ladder. So you're all inside your head. Supposedly the story is on the card, about the card, that's a woman who is crying because her family has been killed. Her sons, her husband, and she's worried about who is going to take care of her. So this may be some of your concerns. How are you going to get out of the situation? Is somebody going to care for you? Or what have you? The Nine of Swords. Moving here. The Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands represents being in a battle. I think whatever this was, it happened rather rapidly, because there are 8 wands behind the figure. And that usually means speed. But now you come to a place where you feel like you've been in a battle, and you have to take a break and rest. See the bandage on his head? But there you have your 9th wand to jump back in the battle if you should need to. The card says that you have great courage and fortitude in order to see the thing through. It's a 9, just like this 9. It says you're questioning yourself. You're having self-doubt. Moving over to the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace is an opportunity. It's either an opportunity to make more money, more finances, or an opportunity to do something. Remember, I said it is the third dimensional aspect. And so, as you can see, you have an opportunity to take a new path. Whether that means you move or you decide on to do something different, that it's going to bring in fresh new energies. The 7 of coins, like the 9, it is a moment of pause and reflection. Wait a minute. I told you that the 9 means that you are questioning yourself. That's not true. This is a focus on completion of events. The 10 says it's gotten as bad as it's going to get. And the 7s is a moment of questioning yourself. That's what it is. And so the 7 of coins is looked at as a card of patience, of waiting for the harvest to come in. So maybe you've been working and working and working, or at your profession, and you haven't seen any rewards or gains. The card says be patient. But if you look at the card itself, there is something being offered to you. Just like this ace is being offered to you. This is the ace at the foot of the figure. Right here. But look at the bush. It's already filled with 7 things that you are already doing or have done. And so the question is, do I have time to do it? Do I have the energy to do it? Do I really want to do it? Do I have the confidence? Do I have the energy? How am I going to take care of it? Where am I going to fit it on this bush? The 7 of wands is the same as this 7. A moment of pause and reflection, of questioning yourself. But I like to call this card, you are in a better position than you realize. Okay? Look at the card, the image. You're standing up on a hill above everybody else. So think of those wands coming up, being different projects that you have to do. All you can do, so much stuff is coming at you at one time. All you can do is stand up and fight back. Tap it down. Each one. But look at the figure. He has on 2 different shoes. A boot and a shoe. Have you ever gone to work in a rush, wake up late, and you woke up and you get to work and you have on 2 different shoes or 2 different color socks? It's kind of like that. The feeling is you hurriedly have to get up and do something to take care of all the problems that are appearing. Supposedly, the 2 shoes mean you're of 2 different minds. But I never get that. I'm just telling you what the card says. And finally, we end with number 13. Now, make no mistake about it. When death comes, it is final. But nothing dies away. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. It simply transmutes or transforms into something else. But nothing can stop death. And if you look at the figures on the card, here we have the priest and we have the dead king. And the priest is imploring death not to come. But behind that, you have the sun coming up between the 2 towers, which says there is darkness before the dawn. So nothing is final, really, truly final. And it says that it may appear that all hope is lost, but it's not. And this is the message of the death card. One thing ends and another begins. To me, it kind of says that all this stuff This is an outgoing card. It's about to be over. It's going to transform itself into a new situation. Here with the World card over the whole reading. World card talks about a graduation. It talks about karmic lessons being learned. But if you notice, the figure is in a wreath. She's kind of protected. So this is about gathering all the lessons, learning from them before you step into the new. This is the last major arcana card in the deck. There's something else that the World card is telling me. But if you look, the fear, the feeling like you've been in a battle, and it ends in one way. You are sad and you are looking to, you are trying to grieve or mourn whatever it is you think you lost. But a new opportunity comes to you. You have to think about it. Can you fit it into your life? And even though you have felt like it's an overkill situation, sometimes you see this card, it can represent hip, back, lower back, back pain, upper back, neck pain, headaches. Same thing here. And that would be brought on by tension and problems that you're worried about. But incidentally, I have 2 10s. I have 2 9s and 2 7s. And that means something. I can look at every one of these cards except for the Queen. Because remember, court cards represent 2 different aspects of yourself, 2 different people, or a person and a situation. So what do I have? The 5 of Cups, 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, and 7 of Wands as they relate to the Death card. So let me see what it says. It brings a message just by itself that things are not as final as they initially appear to be. It can be an indication that there is positive and uplifting news with a joyful message. It speaks about ups and downs, and there may be a feeling of loss. You may be experiencing a feeling of bitterness that could create problems in a relationship, any relationship, work and personal. In time, bitterness and emptiness that you may be feeling will pass, and feelings of contentment and happiness will return. The 5 of Cups asks you to consider the reasons for these negative feelings and try to establish a positive goal or desire. The 10 of Swords. Tells me nothing. Next to this, but there is a warning that you must take the utmost caution when undertaking any new venture at this time, particularly if you are dealing with people you do not know well or at all. These feelings of distrust and suspicion may be well warranted, so look closely at all avenues from all angles and proceed only if you feel it's right for you. It doesn't say anything next to the 9. Two 9s in a reading suggests a house move or a change of address. And that could be an office address too. Okay? Let me see this. And the timing of this is June 10th through the 22nd. So maybe this has just sort of happened to you. I go to the 9 of Wands. It tells me nothing, being next to the Death card. The Ace of Pentacles. Tells me nothing. The 7 of Pentacles. Tells me nothing. And finally, the 7 of Wands. Next to the Death card. It is implying that you are going about things the incorrect way. Look to changing the ways things are done and rethink your options and plans. That's what I said about this. It's an opportunity for you to change direction. And if anything new is offered to you, double check, recheck the fine print. Be cautious. Don't just accept anything. Do not allow others to take advantage of you at this time. The 7 of Wands warns you to remain aware at all times. But next to the Death card, it is implying that you may be going about things the incorrect way. So look to changing the way things are done and rethink your options and plans. I don't think I need to pull any Sibila cards on this. So what I will do is pull a Go to Nostradamus to sum up the whole reading. See, if you would stop worrying and being fearful about whatever it is that you want to do or has been presented to you, you just make a decision after careful consideration and thoughts, then all of your problems will disappear. This is the outgoing energy. Hold on a minute. Let me see if there is a message about death at the end of a reading. The placement. The end of something which has been lived out, with new beginning to follow. It tells of new opportunities and asks that you do not resist the changes that are coming towards you. It indicates a major change is about to occur in your life, which will require outmoded concepts to be discarded for a newer, better life and lifestyle. Face the future and accept the changes. It indicates major transformations in the future and rethinking one's life and beliefs, which bring about many positive changes and eventual renewal. Recognize the end of the situation or a change in attitude. It's necessary to look at your life and to question the amount of energy you are putting into relationships. You need to decide whether it's necessary to let go in order to save energy. And that could be any kind of relationship. Business, personal, romantic. But I think it has to do with business because of all the wands. And the fact that you sit at the center as a Queen of Wands. I think you are tired. That's what I think. This shows that you are tired. Number 15. I don't know if it's the Griffin or the Eagle. Let me let you look at it. It's the Eagle. Without wealth, virtue, and nobility, be warned, are like seaweed on a deserted beach scorned. The eagle represents your pride, generosity, and nobility of the soul, which you must develop and then manifest to everyone. Be noble or seek this virtue in yourself. And that's what I have for you, Cancer, July 2024. Good luck. Cancer. Cancer, I forgot to tell you what 2 7s meant. I gave you the meaning of 2 9s, a change of address or house move. But 2 7s speak to a warning of false friends. That's why you have to be careful about what you're being offered. Or if someone is trying to keep you in a situation. There we go. Bye.